EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to chilly, but of course sold out, GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday. We've got an AFC battle on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Kansas City Chiefs. The first of 4 berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend in the NFL is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And some space here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old-school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now if you're the defense, you're really going to on 3rd down. You're a little off balance.
Now on 3rd down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Looking to throw. Felts setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. To throw is Fields. And this is caught by Watkins. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. That's good for a first down. Here's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage. So timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
In motion left is Watkins. On first down, Fields.
Flushed out right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on first down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up second and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now it's Fields.
Out to his left. He's got Allen. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45.
Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in the playoffs.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I know a coach told me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd and inches, Fields. Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7.
From the gun, here's Fields.
Steps away. Over the middle, complete. It's Watkins.
And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, he's already shown on this opening drive that he will run the football. We know that about him, Charles, so maybe when he gets outside the pocket, the defense a little wary about the run, and he's able to convert the pass.
And that wariness will often cause you to be a step or two slow. And sometimes you get so focused on will he or won't he run the football, you forget that there are receivers in your area, and they find themselves open, and there's another completed pass.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead.
So opening drive field goal maybe doesn't work this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced to punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
So, Charles, you look at this offense, you think about it, you got a rookie quarterback at the helm. You're in the divisional round of the playoffs here. That head of his just has to be spinning, doesn't it?
Well, normally you'd have to say yes, but I do think that the way things went last week, how he played in the wild card win, how sensational he was, that'll stop his head from spinning. And now he's in a situation that's getting towards uncharted territory because you've got Joe Flacco, Mark Sanchez, the only 2 rookies to win 2 playoff games in 1 year. He's trying to join that company, but it's not going to be easy to get it done.
He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it right around the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely, no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I love those corners who can not only cover, but don't mind getting a little physical as well. How about the coverage on that play, knocking that pass away?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, Fields. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Ran it last time. Now Fields to throw. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The offense on third down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, when you've got a tight end who can run, you've got to give him a shot to unlock the defense. Want to see what they can get, taking the big shot downfield. That one winds up incomplete.
Here we go on 4th down. Fields. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So not only do they convert on 4th, but they pick up 22 yards in the process. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Fields. Touchdown! DK Metcalf. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs have retaken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Come to the line to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive as they watch the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
To throw on 2nd down. Felts. And Diggs has it. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. That's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. 75 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? That looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you try to have a few men in the box there.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Felts. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. picked off by Leo Chanel. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. Left, it's McCaffrey. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, second down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Gregory Rousseau. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Now Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. An 8-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point by Butker is on target. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Going deep for Diggs. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw went a little too far, brings up 3rd down.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw. Phelps. Incomplete. Right side to Cook. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards. A 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw again. He'll find Gabriel Davis. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Cook. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 minute in here as we head toward halftime. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. Diggs in motion left. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a 1st down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
The kick by Bass is good. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working, but they run it more effectively. They may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
Working with a 2nd and 3. On play action, Fields. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Scramble drill there, partner. Some teams have some pretty good rules for it. Others are just saying, make sure you work your way back into the sight lines of your quarterback, even if you take the play deep. And that's what they attempted to do on that one, unable to connect.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. And a short gain here as he gets it up only to about the 6. 2 runs in a row, only 2 yards to show for it.
Early down stuff to put this offense in precarious position. You know the securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
To throw on 3rd down, Phelps. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And that's a much-needed completion right there on 3rd down. Really a sigh of relief, isn't it? They're backed up deep. You know they don't want to give the ball back to the other guys in great field position. They needed that throw, that completion, that 1st down.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the 1st half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Looking to throw. Phelps. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 66 yards. And the Bills have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that gives them a 3-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never...
Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, And can he step into a throw? And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
To throw on second down. Felts swinging this side wide here for Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 7 yards there and a first down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now this offense trying to change the script here a little bit, CD. Trailing on the scoreboard, and the last time out on the very first play of the drive, they threw that interception.
And you definitely saw his coaches, teammates come over to him on the sideline, tried to help him shake it off, because in this game, his team is down right now. So it's important to make sure you get some confidence back for both the quarterback and the entire offense. Otherwise, those mistakes could continue to pile up.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Here's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
The touch and time are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Fields now to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. Here's Hardman to return. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 56 yards the punt that time, 12 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime if you're a good football team. You spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Here's a throw right side taken in by his tight end.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I should think of myself is, big man of football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 106 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Cook with a run on first down, but he'll only manage a couple there before he's taken down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down, Cook pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Third down, here's a run by Cook. And this will not be enough. On 3rd and 5, he only gets 3.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the second time. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the 4th quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is, he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 10. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Hardman on a return. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And he'll be tackled at the 45 following a gain of just 2.
Brandon, again, I think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want...
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Justin Reed. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now.
6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Back to throw. Felts. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
On 3rd down, Felts. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw. Felts. That's taken in by Callaway. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Arsenal could have hooked up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards in for it. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 135 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator, he's going to call every blitz that he has. Any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Felts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. They'll get 6 there on the run, but it brings up 4th down.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive, take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
The kick by Bass is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Fields. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 44-yard line. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. They run with McCaffrey off the option. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Back to throw, Fields. Dancing to his left. He's going to look deep for Watkins. A big play there for KC. 41 yards. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They come up on a 1st and goal and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and a PAT for the lead. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Justin Fields, a 4-yard touchdown scamper. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from taking the lead here in the 4th. A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Cook running right. 146 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. That's complete. It's Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. Right back to Cook for another completion. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
He's back to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one, got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. It may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
The left side caught by Diggs. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
What an outstanding drive right there to take the lead. And also, Charles, didn't leave their opposition with a whole lot of time on the clock.
Yeah, I like the way that you're viewing this because they did a tremendous job to put themselves in a position to win, but they can't celebrate just yet. They've got to clamp down on any big plays and force them to use up those timeouts without making any headway.
The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for two. They're going to keep it on the ground. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives them a 7-point lead. They go with the option on the 2-point try, and the decision to pitch it worked out.
Almost felt like basketball, didn't it? Remember the dribbler, draw, drive, and dish? How about that one? Drew everyone to him, dished it to the running back. He takes it in.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. For the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
Here's Fields. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he is across and in for the score. And now they can tie the game in the final stages with the extra point.
Or they can go for 2 and go for the win.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we may very well be headed to overtime. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. Fields it right around the goal line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
What a game this has been, and now it'll take overtime to decide who goes on to the AFC title game. Taking it about the 1. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
Well, CD certainly doesn't get any more exciting than this. Overtime in the postseason. Of course, keep in mind things are different than the old way it was. In the playoffs now, both teams guaranteed a possession, so a touchdown here, if they get one, the ball game will not be over.
And partners, we both know many people have called for this change before, and they finally got it. After the Buffalo-Kansas City Classic in the 2022 playoffs, Patrick Mahomes and KC, they score first. Game over. Josh Allen and Bills never touched the football, and people hated that. Now if the game reaches OT, every playoff team has a chance to fight to extend their season. So the plan has got to be, if you win the toss and you take the ball, reach the end zone and score, and put as much pressure on your opponent as possible to try and win a game in OT in the playoffs.
A touchdown would obviously be ideal to start this overtime. They'd still need to play defense, but it's 1st and 10. First throw in overtime by Fields.
This is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
And Charles, that touchdown alone doesn't win him the game anymore with the rule changes in overtime of the postseason, but they still went down, scored, got the job done, and now they put it in the hands of their defense.
And with the other side now guaranteed an overtime possession, getting that score was vital. The pressure's now on their opponent, and their defense, they have to play off the momentum the offense generated. One stop, and they end this game.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Well, CD, in the regular season, they would already be celebrating. Not so simple here in the playoffs. Now they also need to make a defensive stand if they want to pick up the victory.
Yeah, and I'm sure the team would be in favor of just taking the win right now, but in a small way, those defenders also kind of happy for the rule change, because now, on the big stage of postseason, they're the ones who can come out here and lock down the victory.
Diggs crossing the field and bringing it in.
14 yards that time for number 14.
So, CD, in the postseason, they obviously get the chance to answer that touchdown from a bit ago, but how do they set aside that pressure, knowing that their entire season is coming down to this series?
What a great question, and I don't think that they set it aside. I think that they confront it, and they've done it throughout practice time in preparation for opportunities like this.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
But you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Throwing again. Phelps. That's to Cook out of the backfield. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy out of the field.
So many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a first down here. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. What they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
L'Jarius Sneed up to make the play defensively.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And this is Cook with a grab. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The Bills passing game, getting him down the field. They've got another first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Call it 26 yards on the touchdown run. Well, CD, they had the overtime answer. Now the question, do they tie it or go for the win?
Well, the teams already knew. The best teams, they made up their minds before they got to the end zone whether they were going to go for 2 or go for the tie.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it right around the goal line. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, one touchdown answered by another, and we see those new overtime rules come into play and extend this game here, partner. So now it's nice and simple from here on out. Next score wins.
It certainly is, isn't it? Even with the new rules, this is why winning that opening coin toss is so valuable. Now we've reached sudden death. They get the first crack at ending this playoff classic. Execute the same way you did the last time out, and they will certainly be celebrating shortly thereafter.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields forced out to his left. And this is caught by Watkins. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Little OT scramble drill that time, Mr. Davis.
Partner, I can tell you from personal experience, nothing drives a defense crazier than having things covered and the quarterback takes off and picks up a first down or big yardage. Because whether you're in zone or man, it's easy to lose track of him because you don't always have someone assigned to him. And once he goes, now everybody's scrambling to try and tackle him. I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Play action. It's Fields sliding out of the pocket. Pass is caught. It's Metcalf going across the field here. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. And Allen's got it. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. So he hooked up with a veteran there, and in overtime, that's not a bad idea. Go with the age and the experience.
Yeah, because sometimes the young guys, they give you the fresh legs and give you all that bounce. But in this type of a situation, sometimes those legs slow down a little bit as the enormity of the moment overwhelms them. The veteran guys, they tend to come through.
This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now, do you try for more yardage or get to the spot that your kicker wants? Here's 2nd down. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
I do know that owners, when they watch their quarterbacks run with the football, they usually hold their breath because that's the franchise. But when you're getting that kind of a game, hard to argue against calling it.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Now a timeout called for by the defense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Second down and 7. Fields tapping it forward, jet sweep. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Ball security critical now. When do they opt to kick it? Time will tell. Here's first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And any yardage game there is really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my old coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want. The right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8. Now a timeout called for by the offense. So we'll take a break with them and be right back. Play action. Fields on the move to his left. Oh, and it's intercepted. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Gigantic play by this defense, Charles. So they came back in the 4th quarter, took the momentum into overtime, and now they take the football.
And how do you think the team that just threw the pick feels right now? They surrendered the lead, got to overtime, had a chance to redeem themselves, and now they put the game in jeopardy with another pick. And guess what? Their defense has to hold.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he will stop the clock here as he's out of bounds with the first down. 24 seconds remaining. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. Both teams with touchdowns already, so just a field goal wins it now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Felts. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bolton able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Back to throw. Felts. Escaping the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. And now 3rd and very long. Are you cautious here?
I think you have to be, because the first mantra of any football game is don't lose it. Then you give yourself a chance to win it. And if you go ahead and force something now, take a big shot that doesn't pay off, you didn't help your defense out at all.
Yeah, especially here in overtime. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The Bills send the punter out. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
On play action, Fields.
Caught by Allen. But he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air, nice chunk of yardage there, and then additional pickup with his legs after the catch.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the first down. A nice run right there.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of a tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he's going to score!